And finally, some exciting but big news for Manchester United fans as Sir Jim Ratcliffe has announced that they will be building a new 100,000 seater stadium in the Greater Manchester. Manchester United, in the space of 24 hours, have said that if they carried on spending the way that they were spending, they would run out of money by the turn of the year, to announcing they're going to build a £2 billion stadium. Let's start by getting the elephant out of the room. I'm not a Man United fan, and visually, you either love this or you hate this. There's going to be some people that absolutely hate this design. There's going to be some people that absolutely love this design. You can't please everybody, but from the outside looking in, as a non-Manchester United fan, this is beautiful. I think it's innovative, it's architectural, it's eye-catching, it's a piece of art, and it draws attraction and attention towards you. Sir Jim Ratcliffe likened this to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and what he said was that because of its uniqueness, it brings people to Paris, it brings people spending money in Paris, and this is exactly what he's visualized here. But for me, it's not about the looks of the stadium. Although I think it's a nice looking stadium, I cannot lie. Fans will troll you and they will say it's like a circus. What really matters is what's inside the stadium. The 100,000 seater stadium, Man United fans will sell that out week in, week out, regardless of the 15th or 1st, because their fans are loyal, passionate, and you've got to think about the shit that they've been through over the past 15 years. They have been extremely loyal and they've backed every single manager. So I've got no doubt they will back this campaign and turn up in their numbers. Now, I know it's going to be emotional leaving Old Trafford. I grew up in the 90s and Old Trafford was the place to be. Even though it was very difficult to go there and get a win, it just amazed everybody. It was a theatre of dreams. It's been there for 115 years. It's got a lot of history, got a lot of iconic moments. But for Man United to continue moving forward, they need to build new iconic moments. They need a state-of-the-art stadium that represents Manchester United Football Club, that really puts them to the next level in the 21st century. You can't sit back in this day and age in football, because if you sit and stand still, you will go backwards. This is huge boost to Manchester United, not even as a football club, but just as their community as well. And what this stadium does, it really puts Manchester United back on top in terms of the revenue it's going to bring in and the attraction, because just think about the new stadiums that have been built. Emirates Stadium, on estimate, roughly is about 60,000. This new stadium will have 40,000 more than Arsenal's Emirates Stadium. That is absolutely huge. And for size, it dwarfs anybody in the Premier League. Look at what Tottenham Hotspur are doing at the minute. Their revenue is absolutely extraordinary in comparison when they had the White Hart Lane. This is going to benefit Manchester United financially, so it can only be a positive, in my opinion, because look at the debt racked up in Man United. Yes, the Glazers will benefit massively from this. That can't be helped. No matter how much you protest, no matter how much you hate the Glazers, they won't sell because they've got this coming. You can either do one or two things. You can continue to protest and not back the football club, or you can move with the times and move with the football club, despite the Glazers being in charge. I'm not even a Man United fan, and the Glazers absolutely annoy me. The way they run this football club, the way they've set up this football club, it's an absolute shambles. But the brute reality is there's nothing we can do or you can do as Man United fans. But what this stadium will do is it will bring in more revenue. Whether you like it or not, there will be concerts sat here. There will be... I wouldn't be surprised if there was racing tracks below the stadium like Tottenham do. Something like that to bring in more revenue, and that'll just help pay this debt off. But it'll also help Man United get back on top of where they belong, on top of the world, on top of the football pyramid, because it's going to bring in more revenue. So you'll be able to spend more money. You'll be able to bring in better players. But the most important thing, I think, it's going to give you a different environment. It's going to give you a different feel. I really do feel like the environment at Manchester United is the biggest problem. So when you move out of that environment and put yourself in a different place, it can feel like a fresh start. And I think that's exactly what Manchester United will need. So Jim Ratcliffe has been speaking about this, and Manchester United have confirmed their intention of building a 100,000 capacity stadium, which is phenomenal, after leaving their home for 115 years. That will be the most disappointing thing in all this, leaving Old Trafford, because, like I mentioned, it's one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. And it will be sad to see you go. It will be sad not to see Newcastle go to Old Trafford, try and get a result because of the history there, because of just the special moments it's given me as a football fan growing up. And I'm not even a Man United fan. But the positive of this, it will create as many as 92,000 jobs, as well as 17 new homes in the Greater Manchester. So it's going to boost the economy absolutely massively. I'm not a tribal fan that'll just shit on everything everybody else does. And Jim Ratcliffe has said he wants the world's greatest stadium. And I do believe Manchester United deserve and need the world's greatest stadium. Our current stadium has served us brilliantly for 115 years, but it's fallen behind the best arenas in the world of sport. And he's not wrong. By building next to the existing site, we'll be able to preserve the essence of Old Trafford while creating a truly state-of-the-art stadium that transforms a fan's experience only footsteps from our historic moments. And sometimes you need to just start fresh and build new moments. And then he goes on to say not just the importance of a new stadium, it's the catalyst of building a more social and economical renewal of the Old Trafford area. Create more jobs while it's being built, but for future investments. So I don't know about you guys, but I actually think this is a positive thing and a much needed thing for Manchester United. We're at St James's Park, we're currently under the discussion: do we build a new stadium or do we expand? For my stadium personally, I want us to expand, but I completely understand why Manchester United want to build a new stadium, because let's be brutally honest about it, Newcastle aren't as big as Manchester United. Manchester United need the state-of-the-art stadium. And with this 100,000 seater, that is phenomenal. But the income money stream will double tenfold. You'll be able to spend more money on the men's team. You'll be able to spend more money on the women's team. You'll be able to spend more money on the academy. And with PSR rules, the academy is so important to football clubs right now. Although Man United have always had a good academy, their facilities aren't as good as other teams. And this is Manchester United we're talking about. Can't lie, as a non-Manchester United fan, this is the news I did not want. But one thing I will say is, who's paying for this? I've heard rumours that the council are going to invest and things like that, but I don't want to speculate until we know exactly, because will it be coming out the Glazers' money? Will it be coming out Ratcliffe's money? Nobody knows yet. It's all speculation. So the media will try and put this down. I've got no doubt you'll have the media typing at it, laughing at it, saying it's never going to work. But Man United fans, surely this positive news, right? That's the way I'm looking at it, because there's not many cons to building a new stadium. The only con you can have is that you'll miss the iconic Old Trafford, which it will be sad. It will be sad times to leave. But look, even Everton's building a new stadium. This is the 21st century. Things move on. Things develop. You've got to move with the times. That's how I see it, guys. But I want to hear your thoughts. Drop us a comment in the below what you make of this new stadium. I actually think it looks nice. I cannot lie. I actually think it looks nice. But let me know in the comments below what you make of this. And is it positive news or is it negative news? Drop us a comment. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Until next time, ciao for now.